Hello, I am back with some more content for you guys today. I thought it would be super fun if I shared with you guys my epic ultimate packing guide for things that you'll actually need for college. And if you are new here, hi, I'm Allie. I go to Idaho State University studying marketing and finance as a first-year student, but junior level class standing. And so without further ado, let's get on to the list. So I did section off the list in kind of categories. So I did bath slash laundry, and then technology slash electric, and then miscellaneous last. Okay, so first off, starting strong, I have shower shoes. I have these fantastic, gorgeous shark slides that are yellow, and I wear them indoor, outdoor, and definitely for shower shoes. But you can definitely get all different kinds. You can pretty much just use any shoes that are rubber, so flip-flops, Crocs, or anything like that. That will definitely work too. And then next up is caddy. So I have a plastic caddy, but honestly, I've heard mixes between caddy and meshes. But the caddy, the plastic one, works perfectly fine for me. So, and it holds everything I need. And I'm able to set my caddy down. But if you're not able to, then even with the plastic ones, I'm sure there's some way that you'll be able to hang it up or whatever. And then obviously, definitely bring all of your toiletries that you would normally use at home. So just bring that. And then I say cleaning supplies. I definitely recommend cleaning wipes, or I use an awesome spray with washcloths, which work just as well. I have both, but I generally actually end up using the spray just because I like them a lot better. It'll be super helpful for especially move-in day when you don't know when was the last time something was cleaned or dust buildup. And the next up is I said vacuum slash broom. I have carpet throughout my entire dorm, so a vacuum would be super helpful. I'm able to borrow a vacuum from my lobby in my dorm, but if you're not, then I would definitely recommend buying one. They can come in all different sizes, so there are really small ones that would be perfect for dorm rooms, and they work just as well. And then I said obviously broom if you have wood flooring or anything like that. And then the last thing on the bath section is going to be a Tide stain remover. We're college students, of course we're just going to be clumsy sometimes, spill the coffee on our shirt or something. And I've run into a couple instances where I've needed to use it, so I've borrowed it from my friend. But they are really helpful, especially since they're on the go and easy to use. And in the laundry portion, a laundry basket is super helpful. I definitely done some research on laundry baskets and which kinds are the best. And I would say if you know where your laundry room will be, if you have to climb a lot of stairs for it or something, then I would definitely recommend getting the laundry backpack kind of basket thing, just because that way you can shove all your clothes in there and then carry it on your back, so that way you can easily climb up and down those flights of stairs. I have this really simple one, and it's really fun. It has this mesh liner, so I just take everything out, including the liner, wash it, dry it, and then put it all back in, and it's all clean. And then next up I have hangers. I thought that I could get a few from the Dollar Tree where they come in a pack of 10 and it would be fine. No. So I definitely recommend going to Walmart or somewhere, just getting a 50 pack, and then you're all set. If you have some extras like I did, then you can just give it to friends or whoever may need them. There's also a couple of different special kind of hangers that work, so that way you can really utilize that vertical space in your closet. Okay, and then tech slash electronic, and you'll have to see if they provide you a mini fridge and or microwave. Mine did not, so when I figured out who my roommate was, I just reached out to her and I was like, hey, so who wants to get what? So we agreed that I was gonna get the microwave and she was gonna get the fridge. I would kind of recommend having a little freezer area in your fridge. I have popsicles in mine. And then my microwave is this Hamilton Beach from Walmart. It really didn't cost that much, but it works perfectly fine. And then next up, I definitely recommend a laptop. I mean, this is 2024. I feel a laptop is such an essential for college that my professors are using it, we're using it. I don't know what I would do without my laptop, honestly. And there are all different kinds of options online. There are cheaper ones or more expensive. Mine is the Dell Inspiron 3515. It's a 15.6 inch, I believe, and I pack that bad boy with me everywhere. And then next up on my list is a lamp. This is mine. It is pretty nice because I get to change it from a warm to a cool setting, and then I have 5 different settings for brightnesses, and then I can also have a timer of when I want to set it to turn off by itself, which is really, really nice. And I can adjust where it's angled, and there are a lot of fun ones out there. I just definitely recommend especially getting one for your desk, so that way you can see really easily. And I have experienced this myself and heard that it's pretty common, but your overhead lighting is not usually the best, and mine are actually broken, one of them right now, so it's pretty nice to have a lamp. And then next up, I recommend getting a heater slash a fan. This depends all on your preferences, but my dorm comes with a built-in heater into the wall, but some may come with both a heater and a fan, or just a fan or something like that. So I got a fan. It's really small, but I just like to put it above my bed so that way it blows straight directly down on me. And then even though I already have a heater, I actually bought one for like $20. It's just this really small one, and it works really, really well, really quick too. I got it from Walmart, and I just got it just in case the heater breaks. And then something else I definitely recommend is extension cord slash strips. I only have 2 outlets on my side. One is like way over there, one is way over there, so that way I can plug more stuff in. I got an Anchor one from Amazon. I only use it on this one side over here. It's really nice because it also has like the USB-C and then like the normal like outlet plug-in type. So going along with extension cord, I definitely recommend getting a long charger, like a 10-footer, so that way even if you have it plugged in like by your bed to reach like everywhere you need to and be able to roll over. And then I also recommend actually packing with you another charger, a fast charger actually, in your backpack, so that way you don't always have to take like your charger from your bedroom out into your backpack and then like take it out of your backpack and vice versa. So that way you can always keep a charger in your backpack for your phone or your iPad or something like that always just like dies all the time. And if you get a fast one, then it'll charge super quickly too when you're on the go. I don't really need one as much as I have a battery case. I'm able to just turn it on after it's like charged, and it'll charge my phone at least like 2 more times throughout the entire day, so that's really nice. But my battery is just so bad on my phone that this is what I've been like reduced to using. And then next up on my list is noise cancellation headphones slash earbuds. I have these Tozo earbuds from Amazon. They're not too low of a price, not too high, and I feel like they work really well for noise cancellation. They're not as good as AirPods, but they're good enough for me, and that's like what I'm used to anyways. And I feel like it's just important to have like something that's noise cancellation, especially when you're like out and about and you're trying to study, or in your room when your roommate is there and such. Okay, and then for people who like to take notes on their iPad, I don't do that, but I've heard of a couple of good note-taking apps. So one of them is Notion, and then the other one is Good Notes. There's all kinds out there, and there's definitely a lot of like free options, so I would definitely recommend checking those out because I know it's great to find that perfect note-taking app. And then the last thing on my tech slash electronics is batteries. I have AA and AAA. Okay, and then up next, the very last category is miscellaneous. So the first one on here I have is medicine. So medicine of all kinds. I recommend like allergy medicine, especially if you're going to a new place, like a new state and stuff, and there's just like all different types of allergies there. So allergy medicine, Tylenol, Advil, ibuprofen, the normal like typical ones. And then I've heard that emergency is like a really good one to bring too. I mean, people get sick so much on campus. And then next up, I also have emergency slash like safety bag. So like make sure you have your band-aids, a flashlight, just in case like power outages and stuff. And then another super important one is bedding, of course. Mine came from Walmart. It's kind of like tie-dye blue and white print. It's reversible, so the other side is just like this plain blue. Came with the comforter, like top sheet, and then like the pillowcases too. Okay, and then something else that I feel is like definitely a need is mattress protector slash pad. I think mine is like a mattress protector and pad in one. So it's not like a super thin mattress protector, and it's like kind of thicker, so that way it just like gives me a little bit more comfort. But that's something I definitely recommend because so many people have used your mattress before you. And then next up, I have command hook slash strip. This one is a pretty common one. You're not usually like allowed to poke holes in your walls, and so the command hooks slash strips come in different sizes, but they're so easy to use. And then something else I recommend bringing is sunscreen. A lot of people don't really think about it, or like they just forget, but especially if you are going to be in an area where it's just like hot and sunny out every single day, then that's definitely a must need. A water bottle, and then along like the dishes aspect, I recommend getting one bowl, one plate, one fork, one spoon, and one like butter knife. I have pretty much all of those, and it's really nice to use them and then just like clean them. Oh, and one Tupperware too. And then something else I definitely recommend is Amazon offers like an Amazon Prime student membership where it's like cheaper for students. And even if you just do like an Amazon Prime like trial or something, then I would definitely recommend doing that at the beginning of your shopping spree for college. And the next up is slippers. You can have a separate pair from your shower shoes. And then underbed storage is something that I recommend getting. Ours luckily came with 2 things of drawers for below our bed, but if you wanted more, you totally get more. There's all different kinds. I know like these plastic ones work really well, but there are definitely a lot of options out there. And then tools is something else that I recommend getting. Tape is another one that I definitely recommend, as well as scissors. And the scissors, I definitely recommend packing this, especially on the first day, because you're going to be opening all those boxes up. And then one of my last things is a planner. Now the planner is pretty straightforward. I have this like beautiful blue flowery one. I swear by my planners. I always put in my like due dates for everything, all my classes in there, exams and homework assignments and just like projects and any events that I want to go to on there. I color code it, all of that good stuff, so that way I can see like ahead of time what needs to be done and I get satisfaction of crossing that off. And then my very last one is a nice outfit. It can be like business casual kind, but I would definitely recommend having a nice outfit, especially if your classes where you need to present a speech or a presentation and they recommend or need you to dress business casual. Alrighty, and then that finished up like the need portion. I thought it would be also fun to include things that I think you should have in college that I don't think you need. So first I have shoe rack / like a hanging version, so that way you can like put your shoes in there, or the shoe rack that you can put on your door in your closet. I don't have a shoe rack of any kind, depending on how you want to put your shoes up. Like, go crazy, go get yourself one if you want one. Something else I said is decor. For the wall mainly, you have so much access to like putting stuff up on the walls, but I would definitely say do not like go overboard. If you want to see like my room tour, I will definitely have it linked below if you want to check that out after this video, so that way you can see like what my decor setup is like, because it's just gonna make your room feel more like your room and not just white like hospital walls. And then I also recommend having a throw blanket. And then the next thing is a trash can and trash can liners. Luckily we were like provided with trash cans. They're like small, but they do the job. Something else that you should have in college, I don't really think is a necessity, even though a lot of people say it is a water filter / pitcher. Would encourage, at least if you don't get a water filter, is a pitcher. If you like your cold water. My roommate has one and she lets me use it and it's like fantastic. And then next I recommend getting a full body mirror / a small one for like your desk. My roommate and I both have a good size medium / small mirror on our desks, and so that's really nice for like if you're doing your makeup or want to do your hair at your desk or something like that. But I have also a full size mirror I have on my closet that my roommate and I can both also just share, and they are not really that expensive. And then something I think that you should have in college, especially if you like your ramen and if you want to cook more, an electric pot. I have one. It's a dozen turquoise color I got for Christmas. It works wonderfully and it's perfect because it's electric, so you just plug it into the wall, so that way you don't have any open coils or open flames. And then I also recommend getting a small whiteboard. It's a lot of fun to like stick them to the outside of your door and then write like prompts like how was your day or this or that and stuff, so that way you can get to know the people on your floor. And then something else I definitely recommend is getting a tote bag, so that way if you want to study somewhere else or you just want to like go out for fun or something, you can have a cute bag and just shove whatever you need in there. And then something else with that, I definitely recommend getting like a crossbody bag. Mine is like a really fun checkered one I got from Walmart for like $10. They do not have to be expensive at all, and these can be really fun if you're going to like sports events or like the fair. I went to the fair and that would have been nice to have one. Something else I recommend is a rug. Rugs can make your room just feel so much more cozier. I have a couple of really fun ones. I have like a half a lemon and then like just a regular rectangle one, but they definitely add like some more color to my room. And the next up is bed suspenders. So you clip them on the bottom of your sheets, so that way my sheet like doesn't come undone, but it also helps my mattress like protector stay in place as well. Next up is an ottoman. I'm kind of short and my bed is like on the highest setting, so an ottoman would be nice if I wanted also like to get risers. And then I would say one non-bathroom towel, so that could be like a beach towel, picnic towel. And then bed risers, like I said before, like if you want to get bed risers, go ahead and get them. But if you want to get risers because you're taller like my roommate, go ahead. Or if you just want more storage under that bed, go ahead. And then a 3-tiered cart is something that I recommend everyone should get. It's really, really nice. I have a 4-tiered cart and it's like perfectly level with my bed, so that way I can like move it to my bed, put my water bottle there for the night, put my retainers and my glasses there and stuff like that. But then like when I want to go back to my desk and work on homework and something like that, then I can push it over there. And they come in all different colors. You can get them like a great variety of places. I got mine at Temu because I really wanted a specific height. Like, I needed it to be as tall as my bed. Something else I recommend is chip clips, a Keurig, like all different kinds and like prices for them. Keurigs are just really nice to have to make your hot drinks. And then on to my last things you do not need in college. Please do not bring this stuff. You may think you need it, you may think you want it, but you don't. If somehow later you feel like you actually do need it, then go ahead and go home over like Christmas break and grab it. But this is the stuff I've collected that you do not need. And it's not even a big list, so let's continue. Multiple blankets. Okay, like I said, if you're gonna get a heater or like a fan or both, like, do you really need like a lot of blankets? No. And then something else, all of your clothes. I mean, you only want to bring the things that you wear the most, like your favorite sweaters, your favorite tops, your favorite bottoms, and don't bring like too many. But just remember that if you do bring too many, just take some home for like Christmas break or something. And then something else with that, don't bring all of your shoes, especially if you're a girly girl and you just have to have like your 10 pairs of shoes. Do not bring all 10. I would recommend bringing a pair of tennis shoes, like workout shoes, a pair of shoes you don't care about that you would go on a hike and just not care about, getting muddy and stuff. I recommend a nice pair of shoes. You probably won't wear these as much, but like for events or going out, that would be a lot of fun to be able to have. And then also a pair of like everyday shoes as well is really nice. I would say mainly just bring the ones you always wear. And then don't bring all of the stationery in the world. If you're a stationery lover like me, don't bring all of it. Like, why in the world did I buy a 10-pack of Sharpies? Why did I think I was gonna need that? Or like, why do I have like so many different colors of pens and stuff? If you do use those to take notes and stuff, definitely like bring them. But for me, I've always just used like a black pen. So why did I think I was gonna like change now? And if you need more, go ahead and buy more. Things you also do not need in college. Okay, don't bring a printer. Colleges nowadays, if the professors even want you to print something out, which I've only had like a couple things to print out, they're just all over. The very last and maybe like the biggest thing I recommend, do not bring all of your hobbies. I know you think you're gonna like be bored or cooped up all the time, or maybe you're just an introvert, because you just won't be able to get time to them. If you love reading, go ahead and bring reading. If you like art, bring, you know, a couple things of art, but like don't bring your entire hobby, I would definitely say, because you will make friends at some point. You will go to events, you will be studying, you will be doing all different kinds of things, and so you just may not have as much time as you thought you would dedicated to your hobbies instead. Okay, but that is all that is on my list. I know that was quite the list. Really wanted to like cover a lot of areas, and feel free to comment down below any kind of videos that you would like to see from me, whether it's college and school related or something else, because I would definitely be glad to make those as well. Go ahead and like and subscribe or do whatever. As always, thank you so much, and I will see you guys next time.